I'm Dolly from DollyDogs. Ever wonder why your dog just doesn't listen, no matter how many times you call? It's not disobedience, it's communication breakdown. Today, we're diving into the real reasons behind those ignored commands, and I'll show you how to change that. Because once you understand what's actually going on, training becomes a lot less frustrating and a lot more fun. Ready? Let's go. Most dog owners at some point think, my dog just doesn't listen. But here's the truth. Dogs aren't disobedient by nature. They're simply responding to how we've trained or confused them. Let's picture this. You're at the park. Your dog is off leash. You call him, come. No response. You say it louder. Still nothing. You yell, and suddenly he bolts toward you. Sound familiar? This isn't stubbornness. It's a learned pattern. In your dog's mind, come only really matters when you shout. And that's the core problem. Dogs don't generalize cues the way we think. They learn based on consistency and context. If come sometimes means treats, sometimes means end of fun, and sometimes gets ignored altogether, your dog starts filtering it out like background noise. Here's another example. At home, your dog responds to sit. At the park, nothing. That's not defiance. That's lack of practice in distractions. Dogs need to learn that sit means sit everywhere, not just in the kitchen. Body language matters too. If you call your dog with stiff posture, a tense voice, and frustration in your tone, he might read that as a warning, not an invitation. Dogs don't just hear your words, they feel your energy. Then there's timing. If your dog chewed a shoe 30 seconds ago and you yell, no, now, he won't connect the dots. He's not ignoring you, he's confused. Dogs live in the moment. Our corrections often come too late. And the biggest mistake? Repeating commands. When sit becomes sit. Sit, sit. Your dog learns. I only move on the third try. Unintentionally, we teach them that the first cue doesn't count. Here's the good news. Dogs respond brilliantly to clear, consistent communication. And that's exactly what we'll build together, starting now. One of the sneakiest problems in dog training? Unclear patterns. We often don't even realize we're sending mixed signals. Here's a classic. You say down, but your dog doesn't respond. So you repeat it, maybe even 5 or 6 times. Eventually, your dog lies down. Success? Not really. Because now your dog thinks down means wait until it's repeated a few times, then maybe respond. Dogs are fast pattern readers. If they figure out that the cue only becomes serious when you sound frustrated, they'll wait for that tone. Same goes for leash tension. If your dog pulls and the walk continues, pulling becomes part of the walk. We often reinforce behaviors we don't want, simply by moving forward. Another example, calling your dog with come. And when they arrive, you leash them and go home. From your view, it's great. From your dog's view, coming to you ends the fun. So the next time you call, they hesitate. Not because they're testing you, because they're weighing outcomes. Dogs are always learning. The question is, what are they learning from you? Tone matters too. Dogs don't respond to commands alone. They respond to energy. Say good boy in a flat voice, and it means almost nothing. Say it with genuine joy, and your dog lights up. Reward value also plays a role. Not every dog is food-driven. Some love toys. Others live for praise or freedom. Find what works for your dog, not what works on Instagram. The environment also counts. Training at home is great. But if you never train outside, your dog doesn't learn to filter distractions. Practice in easy settings first. Then add challenge. One new sound, one dog nearby, one squirrel. Keep progress slow and steady. And remember, dogs don't fail. They just reflect our clarity. So if your dog isn't doing what you ask, start by asking, did I teach this clearly enough? Right here, right now? Now that we've spotted the common mistakes, let's talk about what actually works. The first rule, be clear and consistent. Always use the same cue, same tone, same gesture. Don't switch between come, here, and let's go. Pick one. Stick to it. Dogs thrive on patterns. Consistency builds confidence. Keep your training sessions short and focused. 5 minutes is often enough. Too long, and your dog zones out. Instead of long marathons, do a few short bursts throughout the day. Use real-life situations to train. Before meals, ask for a sit. Before going out, practice wait. Make training part of your daily routine. Reward immediately. If your dog performs a cue but waits too long for praise or a treat, he may not connect the dots. Timing is everything. Try to mark the behavior within 1 second. That's your window. Use a marker word like yes, or a clicker if you prefer. Dogs love knowing exactly when they did it right. Now about distractions. Don't expect your dog to come in a busy park. If you've only trained it in the kitchen, add distractions gradually. Start in the living room, then the yard, then a quiet street, then the park, on a long lead. Build it like a muscle, and celebrate progress. Every small win builds trust. If your dog hesitates, don't scold, go back a step. Confidence matters more than perfection. And here's something important. Always make coming to you a win. Even if your dog was off chasing something, when they do come, reward them. Make yourself the jackpot. If coming back means fun, food, or praise, you'll see a big shift. Lastly, remember, your tone is your superpower. Speak like you'd speak to a child you love. Warm, encouraging, joyful. Dogs respond to emotion. Use that connection. You're not just training obedience. You're building a relationship. One cue, one praise, one moment at a time. Training isn't about control. It's about communication. And like in any relationship, clarity and kindness make all the difference. Think of training as a conversation, not a command chain. It's not about barking orders. It's about helping your dog understand how to succeed. And that understanding, it builds trust. When your dog trusts you, they look to you. Even when it's hard, even when they're distracted, even when instincts pull them the other way. Here's something most people miss. Repetition without understanding doesn't help. If your dog gets it wrong, repeating louder won't fix it. Instead, break it down. Simplify the task. Reward the small steps. This shows your dog. You're getting warmer. You're on the right track. Think of it like a game of hot and cold. Guide, don't force. It's also okay to mess up. We all do. Training is learning for both sides. If you lose patience, pause. Take a breath. Reconnect. It's better to stop than to push through frustration. And no, your dog doesn't take advantage of kindness. That's a myth. Clear, compassionate guidance is not weakness. It's leadership your dog actually understands. Let's reframe success. Success isn't a perfect heel on a crowded street. Success is your dog choosing you when they didn't have to. Success is that moment of eye contact, the wag before the recall, the calm sit instead of a pull. Those are the gold moments. And you earn them, not with power, but with partnership. Training takes time, it takes humor, and it takes love. So be patient, be curious, be kind. Your dog is already trying. The question is, are you making it easy for them to win? If this helped you understand your dog a little better, I'm so glad you're here. And if you want more step-by-step support, check out my other videos for practical training tips that work in the real world. Thanks for watching. Stay connected. I'm just a bark away. See you next time.